us? Jeff, can you hear us?
We can.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Awesome. Folks, can we say hi to Angie and Jeff? Give them another welcome.
Yeah.
Wonderful. It's so nice to be here today. Thank you for inviting us to speak to Ignite at Marquette. Yeah. We were joking because Jeff is staying up late tonight to talk to you. I know. Going back to college schedules.
Yeah.
So my name is Angie.
My name's Jeff.
And we're here today to tell you about
L'Arche
St. Louis. So my name is Angie. As they said, I am an alumna of Marquette University. I graduated in 2016. I have a degree in biomechanical engineering with a minor in theology. I'm originally from Denver, Colorado, and I came to L'Arche 4 years ago as a service year, and I'm still here today.
Jeff.
Your name's Jeff.
Yeah.
What do you want to tell them about you? From St. Louis?
Yeah. 2 years.
Been here 2 years.
Get your car, get your boots, get your
He loves to play basketball. In fact, his nickname is Too Tall Reichel. His last name. Because he's over 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
And you love to play basketball.
Yeah.
I know. So we are here to tell you today about L'Arche. So L'Arche is a community of people, both with and without intellectual and developmental disabilities, who choose to live together and share life together. We believe that in doing so, we create a space for everyone to share their gifts with the world. We believe that everyone, regardless of ability, has an inherent human dignity and is worthy of love, and we have a unique need for one another. We're all around the world. So L'Arche is actually a French word that means the ark, is in Noah's Ark or a safe haven from a storm. So we were founded in France about 50 years ago, and we came to St. Louis about 10 years ago. We have over 150 different communities in over 40 countries around the world.
Yeah, countries.
I know, it's all over.
Oh.
So we're here today to kind of share with you about walking and living in community with people who have developmental disabilities, but really what people with disabilities teach us about our own hearts. So we have learned that every single person in the world has a desire to be loved, but everything in society kind of tells you that you're not good enough, that you're not pretty enough, that you're not smart enough, and that you just aren't worth anything. We believe, though, and we experience here in community life, that everybody is unique and unrepeatable, and everyone is worthy of love. God chose to create you, to create every single person from the beginning of all eternity. He desired that you be. So he knows all of our secret hopes and dreams, our fears, our favorite foods, and no detail is too small. He delights in you just the way you are. You have a meaning and a purpose that only you can do, and that's true for everyone in the world, regardless of our abilities. So in our human hearts, we have a desire to be known and a desire to be loved. But what often happens is we all become loved as Taylor Swift loves all of her fans, and she's at a concert and she talks to all these people and everybody's loved, but Taylor Swift doesn't really know who we are, right? So we all yearn to be authentically and deeply known, but that's really scary because our biggest fears as humans is to be authentically known and have everybody known exactly who we are, and then still deem that we're unworthy of love. And so it's kind of a nightmare to reveal our wounds and our vulnerabilities and everything that kind of holds us together. But what we find in L'Arche is that when we're able to open ourselves up to those vulnerabilities, we are able to form authentic relationships and authentic community life. So Jeff here is an expert at community life. And our community has looked a bit different now because of COVID. So what do you want to tell them about?
Wash your hands.
Yep, we have to wash our hands.
Wear a mask.
Wear masks.
Take your temperature.
Take our temperature.
No work.
No more work.
Yeah.
No.
You cancer.
Uh-huh.
PI grocery. But,
They bring our groceries to the car.
yeah,
Mhm.
one time, celebration birthday party.
Birthday parties.
Yeah,
I know.
I know.
So Jeff, before COVID, you went to work every
Yeah,
day.
35 years.
You worked there for 35
35
years. You're right.
Yeah,
But we have a new schedule now.
you got you now.
So what's our new schedule?
Boy,
Monday,
when you're over,
artwork,
Tuesday, I don't know.
baking, I don't know,
Wednesday, work
watercolor Wednesday,
touchy, tomorrow, touchy.
tomorrow's Tai Chi Thursday,
Yeah, Friday, we bought,
Friday we bowling,
Saturday, picking,
Saturday pancakes,
we went to couple business,
your mom comes to visit,
outside church,
outside church because of COVID,
until we went last year.
you have to wear a mask,
Sunday was TV2 church.
church on TV on Sunday,
Yeah, so again.
and you do it all over again.
Yeah.
So we have people bring groceries out to our car and we don't go to the stores anymore.
You more?
I know, we're stuck here together.
Son,
Uh-huh.
son,
But we have lots of extra time in our hands
yeah,
and we planned some epic
every pretty fun.
birthday parties.
Yeah,
So tell us
Yeah.
about the birthday parties, Jeff.
give me birthday, Sunday Lucy.
We had a Sound of Music birthday party where we reenacted the marionette puppet show.
You know that. Your birthday is fun.
James Bond, 007.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and Pauline's birthday, Mickey Mouse.
Pauline's birthday. And that's all of the posters from her car parade.
Coffee,
Mhm.
Angie's birthday, Princess.
And I have a princess birthday. What did you have?
Alice.
An Elvis birthday party.
Two birthday, two Alice.
Two Elvises.
He's sitting at that concert.
Mhm.
There are people,
There's an outside concert, all kinds of people.
okay, actually,
Okay, it's an ice cream.
yeah,
Mhm. What kind of songs did Elvis sing?
okay, wait,
Kentucky Rain,
in my shoes,
Blue Suede Shoes,
blue shoes,
Jailhouse
she
Rock,
up,
All Shook Up,
yeah,
mhm.
do you what?
Jailhouse Rock.
Yeah,
Mhm. Yes, so Jeff loves
Mm.
Elvis. He
Elvis.
turned 60 years old and we threw a blowout.
yeah, there are people,
A lot of people.
yeah, but dancing,
There was a lot of dancing.
yeah,
And we all had masks on.
oh, better,
Mhm.
everybody went down,
You're right.
everybody,
You want to tell them about my birthday?
yeah,
What did you do?
that day,
8:30 in the morning.
why, that's you.
You knocked on my door.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gave me a special birthday girl sash and you said, surprise!
That you go meet us.
Mhm.
You were just you were just wow we were high heels.
Wowee, I wore high heels.
Yeah.
'Cause it was Princess Day and I was informed that I was required to go out for an obligatory lunch date through the McDonald's drive-through. And it was the most fun we've had in a long time.
Yeah.
Yep, we got all dressed up
Oh just
and
that.
went through the drive-through.
Yeah.
So living together, we found some things that make for good community life.
Help.
Help, help, help.
Yeah.
Yes, Jeff is really good, loves to help out around the house.
She do
You help clean the tables.
which
You help clean the light switch and the doorknobs because it's COVID and we sanitize all those now. Mhm.
share
We share the chores.
George, Lucy was this play. Yeah, this play.
Yeah, so music for our dance parties every night, tonight
Every
included. When we clean up after dinner,
This
we put some music on
Lucy,
and we dance.
yes,
And it makes everything just a little bit more fun.
yeah. Boy, that was a
Yeah,
way.
we put our cell phones away
Never dare forget.
and we have dinner together. Right. So dinner together is one of the staples of Lurch, and it's something that sets Lurch apart from many other caregiving organizations, where we believe that we live and we act as a family, and that is where authentic relationships and mutuality comes in. I am an assistant. We use weird terminology in Lurch, so I'm called an assistant, and that's because I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, I'm not a caregiver, or I am a caregiver, but I'm not a CNA. And really, what am I?
Housekeeper.
I'm a what?
House.
I'm a roommate.
Roommate.
Roommate, that's what I am. Yes, I'm a roommate. And so we have our bedrooms upstairs next to each other.
My family upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Two upstairs.
Mm-hmm. We have our own bedrooms, but we share common bathrooms, common kitchens, common living rooms, and living spaces.
Good.
And this picture is from our annual square dance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
Yeah, it was down in the basement of the church. So we find that there's lots of ways to help for good community life and being able to share back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We watch movies too.
We do watch a lot of movies together. Mm-hmm.
We go to that house too. Pool house.
Yeah, we went on vacation to the boathouse.
Can you pull it up? What's that? Free times.
You have been there too. Yeah.
Yeah. You feel it? Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're sick, I help take care of you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Jeff, if I'm sick, do you help take care of me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing that, yeah, Mexico.
That's true. I was sick, and it was a community night. And I said, Jeff, I'm sick. Can you help me out?
Yeah.
So you went and you met my friend for me because I couldn't be there to meet him. And his name was Mike. You're right.
It was green shirt.
You were wearing a green shirt that day.
Yeah.
You're right.
We came back in too.
We did see him at the park.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
So what we would like to present with you tonight is just the idea and the thoughts, what C.S. Lewis calls, you've never met a mere mortal. Next to the Blessed Sacrament itself, your neighbor is the holiest object that you will ever be presented to your senses. Every single person created in the image and likeness of God is a temple of the Holy Spirit, regardless of ability. But often, people with disabilities are shoved to the side. Today, even in the Atlantic, there was an article that came out about the last people with Down syndrome that might exist, right? And that this isn't something that is upheld by society, that people are only seen as valuable for what they can accomplish, for what they can produce, but that's just not true. Heaven is real, heaven is communal, and all of us are destined for life eternal. So, or all of us are invited into life eternal. And so we just present with you the option of, instead of having people on the outskirts of society, what happens when they come in and they're the center and they're the core. Even just today, Jeff was drawing a picture of all of our friends in Large St. Louis. And a lot of them are in this picture here around the dinner table. Mm-hmm. There's lots of our friends. And, right. And so life is just better and more human when we're able to do it together, and that every life is valuable. Yes, all of our friends from Sunrise House. So we're giving you a couple of challenges. C.S. Lewis also has this funny quote about how the cross comes before the crown and tomorrow is a Monday morning, which kind of means that the work has to come before the glory, right? And that we have to live in the present where we are. So what are ways that you can take your daily life now and live out Larch's mission? So what are some questions we have? How can you? How can you help those around you? Right?
Yeah.
What's a way that you helped somebody today, Jeff?
Help.
You, a couple days ago, you helped carry in all the groceries.
Groceries.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
Today you helped clean up all the dishes and put the clean dishes away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're a really good helper, Jeff.
Help.
We also, Right, everybody helps.
Yeah.
We also would like to help or to invite you and challenge you into ways that you can embrace mutuality, vulnerability, and brokenness in your own life. What are ways that instead of fixing somebody else's problem, you can just join them along parallel and just be present in their life? What are ways that you can share and acknowledge your own brokenness in the own ways in which even the people who drive you the most crazy are probably a lot more similar to you than you recognize? And then lastly, we challenge you, how can you incorporate an attitude of celebration? Celebration is a key part of L'Arche. What we do here is honestly not that glamorous. We just live a daily life as a family, but we have a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah.
Right. Party is a big part of our life.
Yeah. Really. Pick up back on energy.
And we don't like Blackhawks.
Pick it out. You're good.
So we have many different ways that you can get connected with our L'Arche community. We will have a virtual community night, Christmas Carol sing-along. Yes, it is our most anticipated event of the year, honestly, with our community nights. So it will be a sing-along like you have never seen before. I can guarantee you that. It'll be live streamed through our Facebook page. You're more than welcome to join. I hope that you would follow us on our Facebook, on our Instagram, and our website. And on our website, there's a special way that you can become involved with us by applying to be one of our summer interns. Yeah. So we invite students to come and live with us and to experience life, and we'll pay you for it. So free room and board, you come and you live with us, and we just ask that you come and live with us for 12 weeks. You can help make breakfast, help. With what else can they help with? Medicine?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Brushing your teeth. Shaving. Making dinner. And having dance parties.
It's funny.
So we have opportunities for you no matter where you are at any stage of life. We have people from many different careers and many different fields of study that come with us. So as I said earlier, I have a degree from Marquette University in biomechanical engineering. We've had people who come with backgrounds who have been lawyers, who have been anything pre-med, who have been anything in social work, who have been National Geographic or journalism, right? And we have something to offer every single candidate. And we believe that even spending just a little bit of time with us in our house and spending time with people who have developmental disabilities, it will make the world more human and change the way that you interact with everyone, regardless of what profession you might go in. So we have opportunities for people to come when it's not COVID, like a map trip, and have people come and stay with us. Or we have opportunities for paid summer internships or service gap years where we still pay you, but you only have to come for a year. You can stay for longer or anywhere in between. So with that, I will potentially pass this back over to Steve and see how we want to do some Q&A, or if we want to have Claire speak for a little bit.
This is awesome. Well, first, could we thank Jeff and Angie?
Yeah.
Jeff and Angie, I can't wait for a dance party. I am so ready for it. These shoes were made for dancing. Oh yeah. Some Staying Alive, but also some Elvis. I mean, I think Elvis is the way.
Yeah, Elvis.
This is the way, so that's great. Well, why don't we, would it be okay if we had Claire share her experiences from L'Arche Erie, and then would you stay with us though, and because we'll have some questions.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Awesome, this is great. Okay, so I'm gonna take over the screen. I'm saying that, but I don't think so. No, that's not happening. Top one, there we go, got it. Okay, so share. Good, and no, this is good, Katie.
There we go, we're on it. Perfect.
All right, go team. All right, well, folks, let's give, I'm gonna unplug some things here, just so that we can do this. Sorry, Angie and Jeff, that was probably some motion sickness discomfort there. Let's give Clare Murphy, put our hands together for Claire and welcome Claire.
this past spring, where basically the world shut down, I was in Erie, Pennsylvania, with the large community there. So yeah, it was just like really cool to just kind of spend a week in just like such a loving environment. I don't know. It's just, I mean, like nothing fancy about. I feel like there's nothing fancy or like over the top about it. I think the really cool thing was just experiencing like so much love and community from the large community in Erie. So I guess so these photos here, that's just me and one of the other Marquette students who was also on the trip, and the guy in the middle, Richard, he was one of the large community members we spent a lot of time with, and I think everyone at Large just had something really unique to offer, just so much love and energy, and it was just overall just like an like I don't know, loving, just like love-filled week and stuff. A great way to spend spring break, take break from just whatever stress school brought on. And then this photo down here, they had I think it was on our last day. We just had like on Fridays they do like a community meal thing. So that was just one of the they're in Erie. There were about like I think like 6 or 7 like houses of like five, 6 residents or whatever, and like so it's like on like Fridays they just kind of got together and we just got to share dinner and just a bunch of fun community stuff. And then yeah, so I guess like Angie was saying, we were just there to just help out around the house wherever they needed help. But I think most importantly, the thing was just just being present, just being able to just kind of listen to just kind of like whenever someone had something fun to say or whatever, just kind of just being a friend. I think there's nothing, but doesn't really take much. It's just just being open-minded, like Annie also said, dinner, sharing dinner together. It's just like a staple, praying together, and sharing in that community with one another. Thanks. That's all I had. Oh, and then actually, the joke was like during the trip we happened to help wash a lot of cars, so they coined us as professional car washers. I think even rain or sun, we were out washing cars. So yeah, it was a good time. I definitely recommend if you get an opportunity to volunteer with someone or even take like a year of like an internship like Angie mentioned, or like that year of service or whatever. It's definitely just like a different experience, but like a really good one. And it just kind of just reminds us like we're all people. We all love to have fun and just being in community with one another. So yeah, that's my little spiel.
All right, so I'm going to stop sharing. Maybe. There we go. Okay, good stuff. Cool. Okay, so Jeff and Angie, are you ready for some question and answer? And Claire, are you ready?
You betcha.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit more of motion sickness. And so we've got some great folks in the room here, and I'm going to leave it to our MCs who will invite questions and take it away.
I actually have a question for Jeff. Jeff, what's your favorite part about living in Larch? Is there a specific favorite part?
What are your favorite things about living in Larch? What are your favorite things to do here?
Color.
Color?
Yeah.
Do you like to play games?
Begin. Fear.
Hippo?
Yeah.
You like any other games?
Try.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Uno?
Uno. War.
Jeff, do you ever feel lonely when you're in Larch?
Noisy.
Or do you feel like you belong in community? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It sounds like so much fun.
I'm gonna ask him.
Other question.
Okay. I have a question. So, what organizations within the community do you work with? Or do you have like community partners outside of just L'Arche?
Yeah, good question.
Okay.
So, L'Arche provides residential housing here in St. Louis. So we are a 24/7 round-the-clock residential kind of care situation, a home. We're not a nursing home, so we're not a skilled nursing facility. We have core members are people with disabilities aged from 21 to 66. So we're not a nursing home, we're just a home. But
Yeah.
we do, especially outside of COVID times, we do have other organizations where we're involved in different day programs throughout the St. Louis area. Some of them are international and national programs. We do have
Yeah.
Special Olympics.
Yeah.
Do you have any favorite Special Olympic sports, Jeff?
Baseball.
Basketball?
Softball.
Softball? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. We have ARC here in St. Louis. They throw it all together. St. Louis ARC, SLARC, is a lot of day programs, but honestly, there's so many day programs all around the country. We have a really good art program here.
Also over here.
And your workshop, you worked at 35 years.
35 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 So there's lots of different organizations around, but we provide the intentional community living arrangement primarily.
Thank you.
Oh, we have another one way in the back.
Angie, I was gonna ask, like, what does prayer life look like in St. Louis? Like, do you pray together as a community? What is it? What happens? Who leads the prayer? What kind of prayers do you say?
Yeah. What does prayer look like here, Jeff?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Your friends in here.
We do have a lot of friends here.
Yeah.
So, Jeff,
Richard.
right. So, Jeff, if it's your cooking night, what days are your cook nights?
Tuesday. Saturday.
Tuesday and Saturday.
Tuesday, Saturday.
So, on Tuesday and Saturday, you get to pick what food we eat,
What we
and you get to help cook it.
cooking.
And then after dinner, you get to help choose what we do for prayer.
Pray.
Mm-hmm.
Pray. Give it okay. You did all okay.
We like to pray for all of our friends who are sick. And so Jeff often likes to light a candle, and he gets to pick songs to sing at the beginning of our prayer time.
We say grace.
Amazing Grace is the winner. Maybe it's because Elvis sang that, but who knows?
Yeah. Good. You give me fun, church.
Right. One of our core members here has a brother who's actually a priest. So he can come over and say mass for us sometimes. He's done a couple of porch COVID masses for us. Mm-hmm.
Good, church. You give me my shoulder.
Right. Sometimes Jimmy falls asleep on his shoulder. Right?
Yeah.
So, but prayer after dinner, we sometimes pass around a candle, and everybody says something that they're thankful for, or somebody that they want to pray for, or there's always the freedom to pass. So L'Arche is in essence an ecumenical organization. It actually has no denominational affiliate. So we were founded by someone who is devoutly Catholic and based on Catholic social teaching, but we welcome anyone of any faith and people of no faith at all. And we believe that a belief in God is at the center of our journey together. But just as in any family, right, if you get together for any kind of holiday or whatever, there's gonna be people with a lot of different opinions, right? And so we do our best to come wholeheartedly as we are and present ourselves in community so that we can be authentically known. And that might mean that we disagree with the person who's sitting next to us, but we do our best to be able to listen and to understand where somebody else is coming from and to respect their point of view. And then that we also learn that that diversity kind of makes us stronger, that we're able to then see a more holistic and universal vision of humanity that then makes us just a little softer when we talk to someone. So we have a prayer life steeped in just the knowledge that God is guiding all of us, that God gives us our inherent dignity, but also with that inherent diversity as our strong points and also our rough points. We're just as in any family life.
Thanks, John. Thanks, Angie.
Does anyone else?
Oh, we have another question over here.
So I just had a question. So like, how does living in large community and dedicating yourself to service, how does that change the way that you love people and interact with other people around you?
It changed everything. So I can honestly say that L'Arche has been with me in some of the hardest points of my life and have been able to hold me and walk me through it. So the ability that our core members, our people with disabilities, are able to love me fully is something that I don't experience outside of L'Arche. And I think that this is a beautiful gift that they have to share with the world. So during my time in L'Arche, one of the most poignant moments, my mom died. And before I knew it, the people, the core members, the people with disabilities, the ones who have also lost their parents, are the ones who are able to provide me the most consolation and the most care and presence being next to me. So I was at the dinner table crying, and a woman with Down syndrome comes up and like literally wipes the tears away from my face, right? And then on the year anniversary, that same woman came up to my room at like 11 o'clock one night and like knocks on my door, and I was really confused. And she had just remembered that it was the anniversary, and she's in tears. She's like, Angie, I'm so sorry. I have to apologize. Like, I'm just so sorry about your mom. I have to apologize, right? And so stuff like that doesn't happen in the real world, and it should, and just in the world outside of L'Arche. And so that's part of the mission of L'Arche, is to be able to have people come, have their hearts changed, and then go out to the world and make a more human world. Once you have been shown and have been able to receive like this crazy, unconditional, unfathomable love, like that's what gives us this evangelical joy to then be able to go and help transform the world.
Yeah, that's really good. Thank you.
Awesome. Does anyone else have any more questions? Oh, we're back to Steve.
What up, Steve?
One final question. I'm really interested in Tai Chi Thursday. And what happens during Tai Chi Thursday other than just Tai Chi?
What happens during Tai Chi Thursday? Should we show them?
Yeah.
We got a little bit of, you gotta push the wave, get it back in. Wave. We round the moon. So we have a YouTube video that we put on, and then we're able to stream it with our other houses in the area. There's 3 houses here in L'Arche, St. Louis, but due to COVID, we've all had to stay pretty insular in our own bubbles. Before COVID, we would all be over at everybody's house all the time. Right? So now we're able to share YouTube videos and kind of do things together on Zoom. And after the Tai Chi video is done, we usually end up brushing over into chair yoga Thursday. That has what song? Bee Gees, Staying Alive. Yep. So that's where the first dance party starts, and then once you start, you just can't stop, and it just goes all night long.
All night long.
That's awesome. I knew there was something more to it, so this is great.
Well, if that is all, we can give them one final round of applause and just great having you guys.
As our very final last spiel, we invite you all to come and work with us, right? We have an extra bedroom upstairs, and it's just begging for somebody to come sleep in it. Right by his bedroom. So we invite you to apply online at larchestlouis.org. We have our paid summer 2021 internships will open this coming January 1st. However, our post-grad applications for those of you who are seniors and looking for something to do next year, that is open now. So we're really flexible on times, whether that be for the summer internship or when you would want to come after graduation. But we really have something to offer everyone, and we just want to make the world a little more human.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Angie and Jeff. This was marvelous.
Yeah.
What a great night.
Yeah.
And just thanks for sharing your life and your experiences, and also just the ways that we can be more loving to one another, and the invitation to join you and learning that through our experience and life together. So thank you again. So have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody in St. Louis. So,
Yeah.
and hopefully that doesn't conflict with Tai Chi Thursday too much.
Yeah.
Jeff likes to sign off on all of our videos in a special way because we really like the sound of music.
Jeremy.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Goodbye. 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 Bye.
Woo! Awesome! Auf Wiedersehen.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Angie.
Yeah.
All the best.